keep you anchored in the reptilian part of the brain, which is instinctual. Instead, you should aim to engage your higher mind, located in the neocortex, where critical thinking occurs. This is why Neo from The Matrix is named Neo. He escaped the programming of his lower mind and activated his critical thinking faculties. Consider the parallels in the number 7. 7 chakras, 7 metals, 7 days of the week, and 7 planets. They are all interconnected. Some Christians believe that 144,000 will ascend to heaven. This number is thought to represent a frequency required to transition from the root to the crown chakra. This is because the head symbolizes heaven, while the heel represents hell. In his journey, Sonic must collect 7 emeralds to transform into his godly form, Super Sonic. Similarly, to reach a divine state, we need to balance our 7 energy centers, culminating in the activation of the higher mind located in the crown chakra. Your body can be likened to the Garden of Eden. The serpent, representing the Kundalini energy, resides in the tree of knowledge of good and evil, symbolized by your spine. In some traditions, the 2 energy channels running along the spine are named Ida and Pingala. These channels lead to the pineal and pituitary glands. In the Bible, this connection is described as a land abundant with milk, pineal gland, and honey, pituitary gland, representing the sun and moon respectively. The sun, characterized by its electric and masculine energy, contrasts the moon's feminine and magnetic essence. These 2 spiritual glands are housed within what can be termed the holy grail of our anatomy, the neck and head. The brain, often called the body's command center, is a marvel of evolutionary development. To truly grasp its complexity, one must understand the dual dimensions that govern its function, the reptilian brain and the neocortex. The reptilian brain, or the basal ganglia, is the oldest part of the brain in terms of our evolutionary history. It can be found in the brain's core and is responsible for primitive survival instincts such as aggression, dominance, territoriality, and ritualistic behaviors. When we speak of knee-jerk reactions or being on autopilot, we are alluding to the functions governed by this ancient part of our brain. For many, this instinctual and reactionary part dominates their responses and dictates their decisions. Now, onto the neocortex. This section of the brain evolved much later and envelops the older parts of the brain. It governs higher-order brain functions and is divided into 2 hemispheres. The functions housed here are what differentiate us from many other species: reasoning, abstract thought, creativity, and of course, critical thinking. Understanding the interplay between the reptilian brain and the neocortex is crucial. While the reptilian brain ensures our immediate survival, it is the neocortex that helps us thrive in complex social structures and allows us to innovate, plan, dream, and analyze. It's the neocortex that ponders over the universe's mysteries, invents life-altering technologies, and composes stirring symphonies. The pop culture reference of Neo from The Matrix aptly demonstrates the struggle between these 2 brain parts. Trapped initially in a simulated reality, akin to the unthinking, automatic responses of the reptilian brain, Neo's journey of breaking free and tapping into unparalleled capabilities mirrors our potential when we engage our neocortex. Yet, Neo's name isn't a mere coincidence. Neo translates to new, hinting at the newly evolved, higher functions of our brain, the neocortex. The movie subtly emphasizes the importance of breaking free from base instincts, the matrix, to access higher consciousness and thinking, the real world. In our daily lives, we're faced with countless situations that tug at our reptilian responses. Stress, for instance, often sends us diving deep into our primal instincts of fight, flight, or freeze. However, with awareness, we can consciously choose to engage our neocortex, pausing to assess situations, reflecting on consequences, and making informed choices. Recognizing when we are operating out of instinct and when we are drawing on our advanced cognitive capabilities is pivotal. It allows us to understand our behaviors, decisions, and reactions better. Furthermore, it enables us to deliberately evolve, encouraging practices and habits that strengthen our neocortex's role in our lives. The human body, with its intricate systems and capabilities, has been a source of fascination throughout history. By understanding the parallels between our anatomy and ancient spiritual texts, we can uncover deep insights into both our physiological and spiritual existence. One of the most compelling parallels is the comparison between our body system and the biblical Garden of Eden. The spine, a core structure that supports and connects the body, houses an even more profound energy. Within the yogic tradition, this energy is called Kundalini. Often depicted as a coiled serpent at the spine's base, the Kundalini remains dormant in many, awaiting the right conditions for its awakening. Much like the serpent in the Garden of Eden, the Kundalini serpent holds great power. When awakened, it can rise through the spine, moving through the chakras or energy centers. This journey symbolizes spiritual growth and eventual enlightenment. The ascent of this energy can lead to profound changes in perception, heightened intuition, and a deeper connection to the universe. Adjacent to the spine are two intertwined energy channels, Ida and Pingala. These are central to many ancient spiritual traditions. Ida is often associated with the moon, representing calm, intuitive, and feminine energy. In contrast, Pingala is associated with the sun, symbolizing dynamic, rational, and masculine energy. Balancing these energies is crucial for holistic well-being and spiritual growth. The journey of the Kundalini, along with the balance of Ida and Pingala, culminates in the activation of two vital glands in the brain, the pineal and the pituitary. Some interpretations link these glands to the biblical land flowing with milk and honey. The pineal gland, sometimes called the third eye, secretes melatonin and is associated with intuition, milk. The pituitary gland, regulating various physiological processes, secretes several hormones essential for our well-being, honey. This duality, the pineal and pituitary glands, is also representative of our internal sun and moon. The pineal, with its electric or masculine energy, contrasts the pituitary, symbolizing the magnetic or feminine energy. Recognizing and harmonizing these dual forces can lead to a deeper understanding of oneself and the universe. By interpreting the human anatomy as a spiritual map, we can discover paths to healing, growth, and enlightenment. Understanding the roles and relationships between the Kundalini, Ida, and Pingala, and the pineal and pituitary glands can guide individuals in their spiritual journeys, offering practical insights for balancing and harnessing their innate energies.